Second meeting against the Celtics this season. The first game against them in Boston this season.
The point guard position, standing 6'5", number 12, Dexter Stanley. The man in the middle, at 6'9", number 53, Clarence Reed. Ashgar, 6'4", number 9, Small forward at 6'6", number 7,
Here are the five for the record.
Oh, there you go. So Kobe Buffman's out for the Celtics. Barry Boyles is back for us. Daniel Quickly is still out with injury. Yes. That's the injuries right there.
I'm getting there, Cap. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in mid-season form. Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or you're on the floor. Well, Kevin, that is so true. Outside, Adebayo. Over Reed. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And here's White, coming off a 21-point lead in his last outing. Pass to Brown. To the paint, wants to get it to Reed. And got it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Alan Force.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his point within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you guys.
Terrific, Alan. We appreciate the report.
Assists 42. MP showing on the roll and strength.
Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here. Pass to Stanley. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Still trying to find their rhythm offensively. Just
Right, man. Oh, and he missed an easy one right there.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they did it. nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
I'm down low. He's covered by Ingram.
It's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the snap.
And
One.
with it.
Brandon
Ingram
Ingram.
in opposing defense is giving him everything he can.
Three.
He still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. The Celtics have gone 50% of the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Tatum on the wing, covered by Barnes. Stanley can't get it to go. In the corner, it's Ingram. Back to MP.
One RJ.
Onside, Barrett fires the 3.
One RJ.
1 for 2 with that money.
If you give R.J. Barrett that kind of space, he's going to take the 3 every time.
You know, Jim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
Here's MP following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Barrett, no good. Stanley, the pass to Reeves. Bill Pass was put in just the right spot. Reeves has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
One
They've
RJ.
been able to work the ball into the post effectively here.
Three. Let's
Really nothing
go.
on that.
R.J. Barrett with that lightning quick release.
Boston trailing. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The last win put them in double digits with 10 in a row. Wide stretch.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Now here's Tatum. This game 26 points. And it's White missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one
One
almost
RJ.
dropped.
Wide open.
Wide open. Good in the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Now Brown. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Outside Tatum. Basket. No good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
White finds Brown.
Good dude.
To the wing and
Brandon
left.
Ingram.
Lets the 3 fly. Stanley
There we
can't
go.
get it to
Good
go.
stop.
He is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Brown outside. Ingram with the steal. And here's MP for 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
And this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Onto White. Takes a 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's attention goes to Tatum. Props to him for finding the open teammate.
One RJ.
Outside Barrett. In the corner it's in. Over Brown. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
If you give Ingram a shot that close to the rim, he's just flat out not going to miss it.
Here's Stanley, covered by MP. Tatum no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Yes, it means yes, I can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor.
Wow,
It's almost
okay.
a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Now, here's Barrett. 3 points in the game so
One
far.
RJ. There you go.
That's good. It's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Reeves
night so far, and if he's unable
I
to find
very
it,
fully gets fouled a lot.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
all that length that Ingram possesses is really tough to guard against. It's my
Wow, Doc Rice not happy with me for whatever reason. He subbed me out early. We're down by 4 to start second quarter.
Celtics leading by 4. So for Toronto right now, on the perimeter, it's Barrett and Barnes. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's MP. And Murray Boyles in the power forward position. Just 4 to shoot. Found the pass to Whitehead. Good deep by Barnes. Raptors trail by 4. MP driving. Played in with a nice touch over the glass.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pass to Gonzalez. Celtics passing it around. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Brown making the play. Vucevic has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Celtics. MP passes to Adebayo. Off with the layup.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Over in the corner, Portis. Outside, Gonzalez. Off the mark there with a three-point shot. Some tough
Oh,
offensive
sorry.
shots. They want to
Easy.
turn it around.
Right now, you just need a bucket to get the momentum.
Well, he has just completely taken over this game. R.J. Barrett putting up numbers.
Go Mario Boyles.
Barnes outside. Pass to Barrett.
Oh, Jay. Oh, yeah, nice play.
Shot goes down.
Easy
Getting
layup.
back to even. Barrett's got 15.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Out left to the wing. Portis can't get it to go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the
Oh,
shot.
go man. Easy dunk.
But he did enough to affect the miss.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage.
Tim, you once led the NBA in three-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25-foot-2s, I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allen LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last
Wow,
match
Johnny.
against the Nets really contributed. He ended with 15 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propel them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I
Go
love the
Ben.
fact that he was under control
Go
and
Ben.
very aggressive.
From 11 feet away. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Portis can't get it to go. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And it's in there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Whitehead, covered by MP. Pass to Hauser. On the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Hauser's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets.
Go Ben.
Your offense is throwing the way.
Hard.
Good from Adebayo.
Assists like that have typified their effort today to win it all around.
Here's Hauser. And the call is going to be yes. He is a little screen.
You can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's
One
feet
on,
are
Joey.
set.
Stewart checked in for Toronto. For three, Barrett. And that one goes out of bounds. He's touched by Tatum. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
MP against White. Here's Brown. Puts the fade away right on the money. Brown's got 11 points.
And some questioning Brown's jumpers coming into the league. Now, no one is because of shots like that.
Barrett for three.
Where are Joey? He's got 21 already in this one.
And White kicks to Brown. Back to White. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point line. He has 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Archer again. Oh, Archer still could be put back away.
Guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Stanley. Brown outside. Down low. With that shot, the Raptors have just 5 on the basket from Portis.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Pass to Murray Boyle. Stewart in the corner. MP outside. MP inverting the top pocket.
Pretty much all of their look is coming from inside the paint now.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the last of 3 straight home for the team. Portis.
After D, Isaiah Stewart.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, White on the wing, Brown. Back to White. From the high post. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Oh my God, where's the foul, ref?
With that purpose, they knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
And legs from
Call
going
timeout.
to becoming
That'll
a
be shooting
three-point
free throws
contest
after
champion.
timeout.
You
You're
had
up
to
by
fight for your
9.
place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 because that was mandatory.
Your first appearance in Cincinnati definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
chance to take a look at some numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And he's good on the second. Toronto leading by 8.
Come on, Brian Ingram.
Now, here's MP.
Right.
13 points for him. Joker missing.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
And here's the center. Top definition on.
And they're like a fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least in a man slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Come on, Brian
It
Ingram.
looked like a let-up on the team in the lead.
Oh, yes,
Takes
now.
now. Look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Friday, they'll be playing the Bucks in Milwaukee. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against John Morant and the Golden State Warriors.
Just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Austin making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's White over to the left wing. Whitehead passes to Tatum. Reeves in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Celtics trail by 8. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's
That's right, Ingram.
the last 2 seasons. And
Pull up. There we go.
serviceable. Again, to the strength he's added over his career.
Outside Tatum. White against MP to the inside. And the powerful one-handed swing.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Offensive rebound.
That's Dunleavy took it.
Dunleavy's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
And with the success they've had rebounding basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Tatum. There's the pick. Now Reed. Here's White. And he lays it straight in. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Ingram outside. The
Oh,
Raptors
Dunleavy, offensive rebound, he put back.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you could just feel the momentum starting to shift.
White inside. And he's there. The kick out to Tatum. Over Dunleavy. Tatum's shot is off.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Nice Dunleavy. There we
And
go.
Dunleavy gets it to go in. And now it's 12-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Tatum passes to White. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Pass to Stanley. Good. Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. White against MP. For 3, Ingram. He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, no, for first half, we lead by 11.
11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Checking out Toronto, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Boston Celtics.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Tatum and it's Reeves in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Pass to Adebayo.
That's
And he
hard.
gets it to go. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Brown. Out to White. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Number 1, the Raptors.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
That's tremendous defense that time by Ingram. He has the wingspan to really make an impact on this end.
The drive by MP. Barnes gets to MP.
Come on, Brian Ingram.
Ingram outside. Back to MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Ingram. Brown the pass to White. For Barrett.
Hey.
And it's
Yep.
White missing.
No, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to
That's
start
funny.
the third.
And out of bounds. It's the Celtics team possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for R.J. Barrett. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. On against Ingram. Rebound by the Raptors.
And they've got a big lead, not
That's
just on the
funny.
score.
Too easy, too head dog.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Brown. 6 that one from the ball. Brown's got 15.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes to come off the clock. That's
Why, bro?
He's got 14.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Jason Tatum, keeping me think the main thing.
Good
There
day.
are players that get
Yep.
caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you guys.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Barrett.
RJ, pull up.
And
Let's
again, it's
go.
Toronto converting.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out.
Well, 11-2 run.
Rolling. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Scotty. Easy slam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
Brown outside.
Good day. Yep.
Brandon Ingram.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And there is a very discrepancy between
Oh,
these two teams.
Bam's going mismatch.
MP with it. Outguarded by Tatum. Raptors moving the ball around. Second chance shot. MP. Good. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Tatum down low. Arms on him. Fires a three. White. Good. White's got 11.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Barnes outside.
Give it to Bam.
Pass to Adebayo.
Go Bam.
Takes the 13
Mid-range.
footer.
Yeah, there we go.
Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Here's Stanley. There's the block to Brown. And Brown throws it down.
This is why Brown is one of the very best in our game. He's so good at getting into the flow.
One RJ.
Outside Barrett.
3. Let's
Brings it from
go.
beyond the arc. Barrett's got 26.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Over in the corner, White. Brown outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Nice foul. Straight to the line.
So Tim, let me put you in a different hand. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, a wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. And here's Tatum for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Stanley. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Murray Boyle. Outside DeRozan.
Play the ball. Size him up. Shoot it. Shoot it. There we go.
Clock expires. DeRozan's got his first points in this one. The Celtics shooting not great, 40% for the game. Brown feeling out of it.
Good day, DeMar. Good day.
Pass to Stanley. Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And MP with the basket on the assist from DeRozan. MP's got 8 points in the quarter. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. White finds Brown. To stop the run. And no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Oh, Mark Boyle's faking a slam. Let's go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks
I
like
call
a
timeout lead up to
It's a
30
call here.
now.
The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Celtics have no answer for us. Like, for real. We've got no bigs at all. We've got no true big men.
Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. MP is second.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent use. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hand and let them create something for themselves.
Well, this is an efficient group of 2 guards. I would trust any of these guys to carry the load for the offensive.
Over in the corner, Portis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. MP with it. Outguarded by Tatum. And the shot goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Shorts off the contact and touch it. He'll go to the free throw line.
At the line for the Celtics, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim shooting in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far.
Go Donley.
Here's Dunleavy.
Oh, he got injured. He scored, but oh my
Dunleavy's got
god.
8. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Wow, the
And this
Celtics
would be
big
a
just got
terrible
injured.
blow.
Wow. Right, 11:19 left.
Well, here to take a look at the
Well,
score
by
breakdown for the
24.
Raptors.
Boy, playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
So for Toronto right now, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Barrett is out there with MP, and it's Adebayo in the center. Gonzalez's shot is off. Raptors leading by 23. Master Barrett. On the wing, Barnes. And here's Adebayo. Oh, good on the triple. Round with it. Picked up by Barrett. Whitehead. Boston again missing. MP looking around.
Foul.
So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, they tend to rub some dirt on it and get back in here. Where do you stand on all that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And it's Brown missing. Toronto's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Brown. For Barrett. And it's Brown missing. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, they had like 3
Wow, it's only David, right? So it's a wrist injury.
He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult
Right
decisions.
there.
It'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, he certainly didn't envision his season going like this. But it happens to the best of them, and now it's all about how you respond to it.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean automation, although we live in the workplace. Great. Now, teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera
More
tracking
right.
to assess credit and airplane, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Put it up. There it goes. Call another timeout for like 25.
Solid
8
defense.
6 to
Ingram
go.
is just too long.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Good day, Scotty. Good
Toronto
day.
grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight, and he gets the bucket. 32 points for MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Pass to Brown. Jim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing career?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And here's Carroll. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. For three.
Three.
A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Whitehead.
Good day.
Big time from Adebayo. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. MP's shot is good.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Now, here's Portis. Pass to Tatum. Back to Gonzalez. And after taking the nice feed on the run.
Even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Oh, how about we give this guy a turn?
MP with it.
Against Carroll, his last name is.
This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well.
Three.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we had in the postseason, getting going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
And here's Ingram from
Three.
the arc.
Let's go.
Buries it from 3-point range. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Back to Brown. Portis a screen on Carroll. Out against Carroll.
Good day.
Left side Brown. That shot is on. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active towards the break and contact.
The first one fall.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Reeves is checked in, and it's White in for Gonzalez. He'll get on the second, so he hits 1 or 2. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off of the screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Tatum dishes to White. Tries again. MP grabs the miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Raptors moving the ball around.
Oh, this is free. Yeah, there we go.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Right the pass to Tatum. And right away, they get you with a three-pointer of their own.
It took a long time to for him to get that first triple. But let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Raptors. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. They'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Launches it. And Boston with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Back to Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum. Wayne who can score in so many different ways.
I'm on the ball.
Outside, DeRozan. Pass to O'Connor. Shot clock at 6. Raptors need to get a shot.
Oh, corner
Beyond the
shooter.
arc. Rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wide open, 85. And there are the Celtics with
We call a
another
timeout, but
Hey
we're
guys,
still up
maybe
by
no
20.
surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, let's get another round of applause. And Toronto has possession. Barrett kicks to MP.
I'm on Ryan.
Ingram outside.
Very
And
let's
again,
go.
another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And it's Brown missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like
Like
that.
right, that easy slide
For
for
him.
him.
And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Brown outside. Pass to Reeves. Here's White. Now here's Tatum. Covered by Barnes. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe they were going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that.
Yeah,
They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Pass to Tatum. Fires for 3. Tatum with another miss.
And
No,
you know what?
do
If
it.
you're the defense,
We're about 26, 39, 4, 22 in this one.
in this half.
Now, MP. And so Toronto margin to come into an opponent's building.